Hi there, everybody. This is Mark Bromley and running for House District 34, unaffiliated, unaffiliated. And today I had a conversation with a Michael DeLena of the Colorado Communist Media, or you guys know it as the Thornton Northglenn Sentinel. Well, it's been bought by communists and dishonest individuals. Michael DeLena identified himself as an independent in our conversation. I had to get clarification what he meant by independent, and he tried to say that he wasn't affiliated with any party. And I asked him if he was aware that here in Adams County there is an independent party. They haven't ran many candidates, but they actually tend to piggyback on the backs of other political parties. He had no idea that there was an actual independent party, or so he says. But he would never correct that. He kept saying that he was independent. He never wanted to say the word unaffiliated. Now, if he had said unaffiliated, it would have made sense. It would have been so simple because, okay, now we can say that he's not attached to any political party. But he kept insisting he was independent. So he is part of the Independent Party, and the Independent Party often works for the Democrats. They work for funding, they work for money, they work for your tax money in their pocket. Basically, socialism, communism, and socialism. And I've seen these people. I know a person who I would think is actually independent. He claims to be Republican, but I think he's actually independent, and he is somewhat of a communist. He wants appointment to office. That's how they want to get into office, through appointment processes. They don't want to go through the election processes. And yeah, there's a lot of things like that. And anyways, we were talking about why the article that they had written was a fake news article and a false news article. He was unapologetic, basically taking a Democrat standpoint. So again, he is dishonest. Michael DeLena of the Colorado Communist Media, which is the Northglenn Thornton Sentinel newspaper, basically. It's a rag now. It's just basically sellouts. And they are selling a political opinion. That's right. Our local newspaper is a sellout. They have sold to whoever buys their newspaper, whoever gives them a wage, whoever pays them, and whoever buys them. Jane Reuters is one of them. She is just a circus clown. Whoever pays her, that's what she's going to say, even if it's a lie, even if it's dishonest. And in this case, I was talking to him about the fact that they stated and questioned me being a veteran of the military. I had to tell them that, if they can get off their hobby horse and join the military and go overseas and serve on two aircraft carriers in the air department, and live in a coffin locker, the tiniest home you can think of, uh, for the slaves of America in our military, then you'll probably understand why I earned my identification as a veteran of the United States of America. Because flight deck duty is hazardous duty. It's dangerous work. It's not easy. And yes, you can spill blood on that flight deck for this aircraft, for this United States of America. Yeah, on an aircraft carrier, you can spill blood for the United States of America because it is dangerous up there. It's not safe. And you do that year after year for this country. Well, this Michael DeLena wants to make no apologies for false news, fake news, and fabricating lies, all because I am basically the same as George Floyd, suffering lifelong conditions of poverty. That's why me and George Floyd are similar. A lot of the people that I served with in the V2 division are from the same streets that George Floyd is from. We talked a lot, we hung out a lot, we had to. We lived in the same workspace. That was our our communal workspace. And we had the same coffin lockers, and we hung out at the same places when we could get off the base and not have to deal with the harsh working environment. Yeah, I hung out with a lot of people that would be considered George Floyd because they came from the same backgrounds. They had the same experiences. They had the same poverty that put them in the Navy, just like me. They tried to see, for some reason, these communists and socialists in our local community, these little Nazis here, they want to try to create a difference between skin color. Well, if you have served in the military like I did with people of a wide range of different racial backgrounds, and you have to work with them every single day, and you're in charge of people like that every single day, yeah, you have to be very equal and very understanding of each other. And it's not about skin color. It's about conditions that we actually suffer in this community. Now, the correct answer was that Michael DeLena, he should actually provide an apology and a retraction based on what that hater, Jane Reuters, wrote about me. That dishonest disinformation, the lies in media. But no, that's what he wanted to go with. And that was our little conversation that we had with this Michael DeLena of the Colorado Communist Media. And he is bought, he is sold, and he is paid for by the greed and the avarice of politics and false messaging. Your local newspaper is trash. The people working on it are trash. Dishonest trash. More like communist socialist trash than anything else. And well, they adopted the Democrat policy of being unapologetic for their hate crimes that they've committed. And that's it. Remember Kyle Malika? He committed hate crimes. He committed a lot of hate crimes, and he's still committing them today. And he's been given a lot of leeway to get away with that kind of stuff. And he actually tells you that he's unapologetic for committing hate crimes. One of the biggest hate crimes was that vaccine mandates that he wanted to push. We were already getting over 80% compliance without actually forcing people into it. That's actually good. If you need higher than that, then it's tyranny and oppression. That's what it comes down to, tyranny and oppression. And, they just want to hold all the water in their hand with a closed fist. And that's what these kind of people are. Michael DeLena is one of those closed fist, holding water in his hand kind of guy. And, it's sad that I am seeing the degradation of the city of Northglenn and Adams County today. I gave an example about the degradation of our society. When I was a kid growing up here in Northglenn, which is now turned into the North Korea of the United States because it's basically the same poverty conditions I'm experiencing. Back in the past, the city of Northglenn had a dairy. We used to make milk, healthy, wholesome, healthy milk. That was a major industry in the city of Northglenn, raising cows to make milk and then distributing that milk through milk trucks and milk boxes. And it was good. It was good. This was good. But our current corrupted politicians destroyed all that. And they did it with a lot of hostility, a lot of meanness, and a lot of cruelty to end the Carl's Farm Dairy. And that's what they did over the past number of decades. They destroyed it. And what did they replace it with? They replaced it with degradation. Now the biggest shops in Northglenn, the biggest tax producers are pot shops and beer. So yeah, we have fallen. City of Northglenn has fallen. It has degraded. Where our biggest part of our culture is now drugs and alcohol. Drugs and alcohol. That's what Northglenn's turned into. It's sad, but we no longer produce healthy things like milk. They follow the globalist plan, getting rid of cows by destroying dairies. And what do you replace it with? Drugs and beer. That's basically what it's turned into. Drugs and beer. And I asked Michael DeLena if he is contributing to the degradation of our society by creating fake and false news. Well, you know, the Colorado communist media, what do you think they're going to say? They're just going to deny the degradation that they've created, the harm that they've done, and the destruction that's been going on in our society because they're promoting the evil people that are elected to our office that are doing this. It's so sad. Well, anyways, there's my little tiff with our Colorado communist media, Northglenn Thornton Sentinel newspaper. It's sad, but it's true. You all have a nice day. Thank you very much. Vote Bromley for House District 34. I need donations, I need volunteers, and I need endorsements because we need to bring more sense back to Colorado. We need to restore a healthy community, a healthy economy, a healthy society by restoring businesses, agriculture, and activities that produce healthy lives, not drugged up, addicted, alcoholic lives. We need something better. And Mark Bromley is better for Colorado since 1877. Emmett Ayers Bromley was the first Bromley on the legislature in the Senate of Colorado that created much of what Colorado is today. Join me, put another Bromley back in the House, back in the Senate. I've been looking around. I'm the only other Bromley that I know of that's actually running for office. So I'm it. I am a legacy and a tradition of good values, of a strong Colorado that spans 140 years since 1876, the founding of Colorado, 1877, when Emmett Ayers Bromley arrived to Colorado. And we can make Colorado fantastic. Great place, a wholesome place. And we can fix our broken, fake, false news outlets who are just petty, selfish, and ignorant and following globalist communism. They're not American anymore. I mean, if they're going to write fake news, they're just not American. Well, thank you. I've already said that. Vote Mark Bromley, House District 34 for the state of Colorado. You have a great day.